Hello, today we are looking at IGCSE Economics 0455, Paper 1, Variant 2, October November 2017, Question 1 to 15. Let's start. Now, the first question that arises up here is that economists refer to factors of production, which is not a factor of production. The fields of a firm are factors of production in the form of land, the machinery, capital, the shares of a company are not a factor of production, and the staff is labor. So, hence, for question 1, the answer is C. A government allowed a building company to construct new houses which destroyed an area designated as an area of natural beauty. So, here you can see that for a government allowed a building company to construct new houses. When it allowed to construct new houses, which led to destroying an area which is of natural beauty. So, what concepts can be applied? The concepts that can be applied is 2b, which is external cost. That is, the when you built the new houses, the area natural beauty was destroyed. So hence, as an external cost as well as an opportunity cost stated, as the government allowed. So government funds could be used to produce or build something else. Now the diagram shows a production possibility curve. The country is using all its resources. When it has all its resources, it's basically producing on the PPC curve to produce both manufactured goods as well as services, which movement would represent an improvement in technology in manufacturing. Now, when there's an improvement in technology manufacturing, you'll be able to produce more of manufacturing goods and hence achieve a point which is outside the PPC. So here we have a point M, and only manufacturing, so the level of services will remain same. So hence it will move from N to M, where there's an increase. If you move from, okay, let me show you this. If you take it onto the axis, so services will still remain the same, but it will be increase in the manufacturing. So hence your movement will be N to M, and hence the correct answer is D. What is the government most likely to produce in a mixed economy? Now, in a mixed economy, government produces some of the goods and services, especially the merit and the public goods and services, which are unlikely or likely to be underproduced by the private firms. So, hence the correct answer is D, which is some of the goods and services. Which of this is the effect of economic development in an external cost? Now, when economy develops, what is an external cost of it? There's higher employment as an external benefit, higher fixed costs, not an external cost or benefit. Increased production is again an external benefit. Overall, it's a social benefit, in fact. Increased traffic congestion, yes, because when an economy develops, there will be more industries and more roads and etc., which means there's likely to be increased traffic congestion. Now, here they're asking us to find the price elasticity of demand. I'm going to write the formula for you guys. So that's change in the quantity demanded over change in price into initial price over initial quantity. Now, a change in quantity demanded from 20 to 30. I'm just gonna take this part, 20 to 30. In fact, we don't need these. Okay. So our change in quantity demanded is basically 10 kilos, negative 10. Anyways, whenever we calculate the value for price elasticity demand, it's always negative since there's an inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded. Our change in price is positive 10 into our initial price, which was 20, and our initial quantity, which was 40. So if you take your calculator and solve this, negative 10 over 10, which is negative 1, into 20 over 40, which is 2 by 4 or 1 by 2, it's negative 0.5, which is same as B, 0.5. Hence the correct answer is B. Now, it was reported that the supply of oil would be affected by the discovery of new oil fields. So your supply is affected by a discovery of new oil fields, as well as the demand would be affected by rapid global economic growth. If point S is this is the initial equilibrium point, what point would be represent the new equilibrium? So your supply is increasing because there's new discovery of oil fields. So supply actually shifts to the right or downward, which means it's going to be an S3 curve. And the demand would be affected by rapid global economic growth. Economic growth means that the demand would increase, so it's going D3 curve. Now you can see that S3 and D3 collide at the point of C, hence C is the correct answer. C is the correct answer. Yeah. What is most likely to decrease the level of saving in an economy? An increase in the general level of income. Now, when an income increases, you're likely to save more. An increase in the number of cheap offers in shops. This might be a correct answer. Let's look at the other options. A redistribution of income, that's more likely to increase spending rather than saving. And a rise in the rate of interest. A rise in the rate of interest encourages people to save more because of higher returns that are yield on your investment. So an increase in the number of cheap offers, because now when there's cheap offers, consumers likely to spend rather than save. Hence the correct option is B. What change will make a manufacturing company replace machines with labor? So you're replacing your machines with labor to maintain the most efficient combination of factors of production. The price of product manufactured increase? No, that's not related. The price of product does not relate to the labor capital used. The productivity of labor is increased. Yes, because when your productivity of labor increases, you're likely to use labor instead of capital. Productivity of machinery has increased, it means you're likely to keep machinery, but they're here replacing machines. And the wages of labor have increased. That again increases the cost, and since labor and machinery are substitutes, if there's an increase in the price for labor, they're likely to use more of machines. But since here there's more of labor, the correct answer should be B. Although there are higher paid jobs in offices, many workers stay in low paid jobs on farms, which what might explain this in developing economies. Now, the main reason why even there are jobs that are and people are still working on farms is because they lack the appropriate skills. They lack the necessary education and skills, so hence A is correct. Now the diagram shows two curves. One is the demand for labor and the other is the supply for labor. A government fixes a minimum wage MW that must be paid by all employees. What is the effect of this minimum wage? Now this is kind of a tricky question, but a key point to remember here is that, and this question was highlighted in the examiner report as well. So the main emphasis on this question is that if your minimum wage is below your market equilibrium wage, there is no effect on the market equilibrium. To have any effect, the minimum wage must be above the market equilibrium wage. Hence, the correct answer is B, which is no change in the market equilibrium. Then, what is an internal diseconomy of a scale? Now, just to get your thoughts back, an internal diseconomy of scale is an increase in your average cost caused by increase in the size of the firm, not the industry. So when you talk about the industry, the traffic congestion is caused by industry, so an external diseconomy of scale. So this is wrong. A shortage of skilled labor, again it's an external. A reduction in cost or a lack of communication, because when a firm grows, there likely to be communication problems. So hence 12A is the correct answer. What distinguishes a multinational company from other types of company? So other type of companies do export their product, they do import raw materials, but mostly what happens is that other type of companies actually produce in the country for them, whereas a multinational company produces somewhere else. A major computer company announced that profits had fallen below the level predicted. What might have caused this? Now, this is a simply very fairly easy question. It has reduced sales and there's lower prices, which means your profit will fall below the level predicted. If there's new technology, that means your costs are likely to fall. That means your profits will increase. Low prices, that means the company's product competitive. Again, your sales increase, so your profits are not likely to fall. And increase advertising cost, that greatly improve the sales. So again, your profits will rise. The table shows the variable cost for the firm. It can sell the units for 5 each. Its fixed costs are 10. How many units will the firm be able to maximize profit? So first of all, you want to calculate your total revenue. Now I'm going to write this on the side with the same level. So if it sells for 5 each, with 10 you can sell it for 50. Then 11 55, 12 60, and 13 is 65. This is your revenue, total revenue. And you have variable cost plus 10. If you do total costs are they're going to be 30. 20 plus 10 is 30, and 30 plus 10 is 40, and 40 plus 10 is 50, and 50 plus 10 is 60. Now if you subtract these, whichever gives you the greatest difference, that means like these are revenue minus cost, which will give you a profit. So 50 minus 30 is 20, 15, and then 10, and then 5. So you can see that at this level your profit is maximized, which is quality produced 10. Hence your correct answer is 15A, 10. Thank you. If you have any questions, please do post it in the comments. I will respond to them as soon as possible. Thank you.